Good morning, welcome back to the channel and another vlog. I'm here with Freddles. I'm Rob.
Hello.
Hello. Well, hello there. It's a bit posh. So I'm just bringing him in from the field because we are off on an adventure. We are going to the water treadmill. Now I know I keep saying that I will film a vlog at the treadmill and I haven't, so here we are. I think it's the 7th time he's been now, so he's quite established. The water's up quite high and he works quite hard, so I thought now would be a good time to take you guys along. Rob is going to film while we're there, so we'll film kind of like the routine that happens before he goes in and when he's in the treadmill, and then I will do a voiceover. Oh, sorry, Fred's just avoiding the mud. I'll do a voiceover of him when he's in the treadmill and explain a little bit about what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly get the mud off him, load him up and head on our way. So I'll see you next when we're at the treadmill. We are here, we have arrived very late because there was so much traffic. I even left early. Normally it takes me 25 minutes and it took 45 today. So many roadworks going on, but never mind. So the person that was after us has gone in first because obviously I would have made everything run really late, but that's absolutely fine. We're just chilling in the trailer. He's had a little munch. We're just about to get him out. There won't be much longer now, and then we're gonna head in. Exciting. Oh, and also look at Fred's new travel rug. It's from Comfort Equestrian, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's so nice. He's nice and warm under there because it's been pretty cold here, and I had to travel him in 2 rugs a few times, but this one's been absolutely perfect. It hasn't slipped back either, which a couple of the normal kind of fleecy types do. But yeah, let's get you out. You can have a little wander about in the sunshine, and then we'll go off into the water treadmill and show everyone what you get up to. Yeah, does sound good, doesn't it? Come on then. Good boy. It's actually sunny for once. It's nice. Who's that? It's Brookie. Say hello.
Hello.
Oh, okay. My groom is taking over. She's in charge now. Right, guys, we will see you in there. Okay, so here we are going into the big warehouse that houses the water treadmill. As you can see, there's a shutter door that closes when the horses are on the treadmill, so there's no distractions. Freddles gets a nice warm up under the solarium lights, so it's nice and toasty. I was just laughing at Rob there because he almost walked into the shutter. So when we arrive, the lovely Jane will wrap up Fred's tail, just stops it going in the water. He'll have his feet picked out and a little bit of iodine popped in to stop any nasties going into the water. Same with his feet, so they will get scrubbed, all the mud gets brought off. I do try and get as much off as possible before we go, just to save it taking Jane ages to do. I'd imagine she does this enough times a day for it to get pretty boring. Yep, so his feet are scrubbed off and his legs are washed. There's a like stay-in antibacterial soap in there, just again to avoid any contamination from either the mud on Fred or the water in the treadmill. And then that is hosed off with some really nice hot water, which I'm sure Fred likes because obviously at the moment it's the winter and it's cold. So yeah, he just has a little chill out before he goes in, make sure he's all nice and clean, and then off we go. Rug comes off and it's time to go on the treadmill. So I did and ah for a long time about using the treadmill. I'd only really heard good things, but we all know what a journey Fred's been on. And I was a little bit worried to disrupt all of the rehab and work we'd been doing. But the more I thought about it and talked to different people, the more I decided that it would be a good thing. So as you can see, Fred walks straight in. He did on the first day as well. He's such a cool little dude. And they start walking while it's dry. On the first day, he did sort of 5 minutes just walking with no water in there. But now he just has a short little warm up. He's already warm from the trailer anyway. And then the water starts coming in. So in a second you will see it starting to appear. There we go, you can just see a little splash. And again, at the beginning, the water level was like an inch in the bottom, just so they get used to it and used to the feel and the sound. It is really noisy. Again, he's not bothered by that at all, which is really cool. So slowly the water level increases, and it's great to have somebody that really knows what they're doing, because as you'll see in a minute, Fred has the water quite deep now. It wasn't like that at the beginning, obviously. And that just goes on the experience of the horse and why you're there, and what you want to use the treadmill for. So while you're watching Mr. Freddles have his warm up as the water rises, I will just read out a few of the benefits of this water treadmill work. So obviously it's great for fitness. I liked the idea of him having exercise session with reduced concussion. Obviously going out galloping, hacking is fantastic, and we always do that anyway. But this just takes some of that concussion off the joints in the feet. It's great for developing core strength, which again for any horse is fantastic, but especially one with Fred's history and his kissing the spine. That is the basis of all of the work that he does forever, basically. It promotes muscle development, so part of the reason that I decided to do it now was through the winter with the lack of grass, and a little bit lack of hacking and hill work because it's just so muddy. He hadn't lost top line, but he definitely wasn't building any, and that's what I wanted. Another massive upside of using the treadmill is he gets a really good full body workout without the weight of me on him. Again, with his history of his back, being able to do that without me on top of him is great. And I do a lot of groundwork and lunging anyway, as you know, but yeah, this has just added another dimension to that. And I have noticed a lot of differences. So his hindquarters have muscled up nice and evenly. He's finally starting to get around bottom, which is a massive challenge with him, especially this time of year. He's been supplemented with extra grass nuts because honestly it is the grass that keeps the weight on him, and he always looks fantastic in the summer. He just starts to drop off at this time of year. But you can see here how much his body is moving, how much work his back is doing and how his hind end is doing. It's always really interesting for me to watch this, so I hope you are enjoying it as well. You can see how much mobility the joints have, how much he's using himself. And from this angle you can see the depth of the water. It's not quite up to his knees. It probably won't ever go past his knees. There's just no need. I'm loving how excited Brooke is about this. She was absolutely fascinated. So cute. I think splashing in puddles is one of her favourite things to do, so watching Fred do that, she was just amazed. You can see he's having a good workout because he's starting to puff. So he is usually in here for around 15 minutes. He doesn't stay at the same speed, so Shelley's been playing a little bit of the speed of the treadmill, and he's now at the stage where it can go a little bit quicker, and you can try and encourage him to be a little bit quicker with those back legs and sit on his bum and take his weight behind. The session after this one, we saw a big difference. It went up just a tiny little increase, and you could really see him start to lift himself and sit down and push and bring his shoulders up, which was fascinating. So here I've just cut almost to the end of the session. So in a minute you'll see that the water starts draining. It's already started to go down. And again, this acts like a little bit of a cool down. And you can just see he's still really powering through and pushing himself. Such a good boy. I think he thought I was going for the treat box then, but he doesn't get those until he stops, obviously, because he can't multitask very well. So the water's getting lower and lower, but he's still really working hard, pushing himself through that water. It's really fascinating for me to watch from this angle because, as you can see, I normally watch from above. I'm really interested to see how his muscles are moving over his back and his core. But watching it from the side, it's fascinating how much mobility they have in those joints. And you can see even with that little bit of water, he's still really pushing. And there we have it. So the water's pretty much all drained away. So he just slows down and he knows when the floor stops, he stops, which is really cool. He picked that up really quickly as well. And then he gets some nice treats at the end for being such a good boy. He's really well behaved in there. He's just in a head collar. He just stays at the speed that he's supposed to. Sometimes he does need a little tap on the bottom to remind him to keep moving forward. There's little Brookie back again. She says, oh, where's all the water gone? And there we go. Session completed. So when he comes out, it's kind of in reverse order. Wash off his legs, undo his towel and pop his rug back on, and then he just goes back on the trailer. So yeah, I hope that was really interesting for you guys. I love watching him and I love taking him there. I feel like it's been really beneficial. So it's part of our weekly routine. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word there. Yeah, weekly routine. Obviously, if we're busy, he goes 2 weeks. Doesn't make too much of a difference, but I'll definitely be keeping up with this. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment below. And of course, as usual, give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it. And please subscribe to the channel for more fun with Sir.Freddles and all of his friends. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Bye!